Good morning, friends. It's Amanda here. So I want to talk to you about some things this morning and not jump right into our circle time with our calendar and things. So there are some changes today. So our first change is I'm by myself. Do you guys see Miss Becky anywhere today? You're right. Miss Becky's not here today. So it's just me and you. And I might be able to snag a couple of special guests for some of our other lessons today, because I'm going to need some help with them. But it's going to be a lot of fun with just you and me. What do you think? So that was our first change for today, because change is okay sometimes. It helps us grow, and sometimes it can be scary, but in this case, it's all good. Miss Becky will be back on Monday doing our videos with us, so everything should be good and fine. Our second change is because Miss Becky isn't here, and even though we keep our distance and there's nobody else in the room with me, I'm gonna go ahead and take my mask off because there's nobody in here, so it's safe for me to take this off since it's just you and me. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this over here. Now we got all the changes out of the way. Now we can get down to business. So parents, we're going to start with Mighty Minute number 78. Instead of jumping right into our calendar, we're gonna switch things up a little bit this morning because we have a lot to talk about. So like I said, Mighty Minute number 78. What I'm gonna do is a little bit different than what you're going to see on your Mighty Minute card. I decided to change it up some because like we tell you guys, like every day with different activities, you can be as creative as you wanna be, you can make it your own. So I decided to make Mighty Minute number 78 my own. So we guys ready? Okay. Hello friends, how are you? I'm great, and I hope that you are too. So now it's time to sit down and watch your lessons for the day, and I'm glad that you came today. So let's get started with our day, and we're gonna start with the calendar. So today is Friday, also known as Hip Hip Hooray Day, September. What number do you think today could be? If yesterday's number was 17, what number do you think today could be? What number comes after 17? Okay. Right, 18. Good job, friends. So today's number is 18. So today is Friday, September 18th, 2020. So now I'm looking out our school window. And I need you guys to go look out a window at your house or your door, see what the weather's like. So it's looking a little bit cloudy, but I really see our trees really moving. And I don't know if it's windy at your house or not, but it's windy here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my windy picture and I'm going to put it on our today's weather chart. And then up here, I'm gonna mark windy on our tally chart. So since it's Friday, we get to review our weather. So we've had one windy day this week. So the number 1 looks like this, or you can write it out like this, or if you wanna tally it, you can tally it, and it just looks like the number 1. We've had 4 cloudy days this week. So you can write the number 4, write the word for, or you can do tallies for it as well. And they're just straight lines, 4 straight lines. We've had 0 sunny days. We've had 0 rainy days. And we've had 0 snowy days this week. So now we're going to talk about our virtual rules. Our first one is to make sure that you're watching our lessons just like you are right now. Make sure that you keep your listening ears on. This is very, very important that you're keeping them on while you're watching your videos so that you know what Miss Becky and I are talking about. And it's also extremely important that you keep your listening ears on for your parents too, or your aunts and uncles, whoever's been helping you with doing your lessons, it's really, really important to keep those listening ears on. Keep your art supplies together that you guys have in your bin. It's super important that you keep those all together so that when we do need them, you know exactly where they are, everything's in one place, you can grab your bin and we're ready to go. And make sure that you send us pictures on Dojo. Some of you guys have really been doing that and it's really fantastic and it's a great way for us to still connect with you even though you're not here in school with us. And it also helps us with our documentation and things as we're tracking like your children's progress throughout the school year. And the most important rule of all is to have fun. Miss Becky and I have been having a blast doing these lessons with you guys virtually. It is so much fun and it makes it really fun to see how much fun you guys are having through the pictures that you guys send us and just like the different like little notes that we get. It's truly great. So thank you. And please, friends, just keep having fun because that's what this is all about. Learning is fun. So we are now going to move to our letter of the week. If you guys remember, we are in our review week because we talked about letter A, B, and the letter C. So the past 2 days we practiced writing the letter A and the letter B. Today we're going to practice writing the letter C. So I'm going to come over here to our dry erase board and I have my lines set up that look like paper. And I realized this morning that when I was making these to make them look like paper to show you guys how to write them, it made me think like, these look like a road. You have your solid lines and you have your dotted lines in the middle. How silly is that? So that was just a little fun fact from this morning. So now we're going to practice writing our C's. So we have our uppercase C and we have our lowercase c. And the sound that C makes is k, 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 k. So on this piece of paper, we're going to practice writing our uppercase C. So it is pretty much like a half of an O. So we're going to start at the top of our paper and we're going to come down and around through the middle to the bottom for our uppercase C. And then for our second piece of paper, we're going to practice writing our lowercase c. So we're going to do the same movement with our hand and our arm. But we're going to start on the middle dotted line instead of the top. So we're going to start in the middle. And we're going to come around and down to the bottom for our lowercase c. So that's how we write our upper and our lowercase. So you guys can practice that at home. It's really good to help practice just so that we can get used to writing our letters, especially the letters in our own names. So next line of business, friends. We have been talking a lot about friends and sharing and being kind. So today what we're going to talk about taking turns. Do you think that it's nice to take turns or not nice to take turns? What do you guys think? We should cast a little vote on Dojo. So you guys should send me a yes or a no on Dojo. Would actually be really cool because we can maybe make up like a little tally sheet if we get enough responses. So do you think it's nice to take turns or not nice to take turns? What do you guys think? I think that it's nice to take turns. I think it's really a good thing, and we're going to get into that in just a second. I don't want to tell you too much before I ask this next question. So my answer to do I think it's nice to share is yes. And we're going to talk about why in just a second. So now that we have that question out of the way, I have another question. What does taking turns mean to you? What does that mean? Maybe you might need to put your thinking caps on. So what does taking turns mean to you? Think about that for a second. Because it all ties together with what we've been talking about with being friends, being kind. So it pretty much means, in simple terms, sharing. And I'm going to give you an example so that it all ties together so you guys understand it the best. So if you're playing a game with a friend, okay, so there's 2 of you playing this game. It could be any game you want to play. And it is, say, my turn. And I'm going to use Miss Becky as an example, even though she's not here. So me and Miss Becky are playing a game. And the game that we have involves a dice. So I'm going to start. So I roll my dice, and my number comes up, say number 3. So I'm going to take my little piece, and I'm going to move it 3 places. So 1, 2, 3. So as I'm doing all that, Miss Becky is waiting as I'm taking my turn. So as soon as I move my piece on our game board 3 places, because I rolled a 3, 1, 2, 3, then I become the waiter while it's Miss Becky's turn, while she rolls the dice and she counts out her places on the board. And once she's done, then the rules switch again. And then it's my turn to roll the dice, and then Miss Becky becomes the waiter. Does that make sense, friends? I figured that was the easiest way to explain it is by giving an example. And we've been talking a lot actually about sharing, and like I said, like with being friends and being kind, it all ties together, and it's still all tying together even today. And we're gonna give you an example later on the taking turns. You're gonna see an actual example. So that's why I need to find a guest speaker to come in and help me, because I can't take turns by myself. I mean, I can, but it would be a better example for you guys to see it if I had somebody else to do it with me. So that is all I have for this video for circle time, but I will see you guys in just a little bit for some more fun activities. I'll see you soon, friends.